Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and specifically the Magic the Gathering Adventures in Forgotten Realms set that's coming out. And did Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, properly convert Bruenor Battlehammer from Dungeons & Dragons to Magic the Gathering? Is the Magic the Gathering card that represents Bruenor Battlehammer in the Magic the Gathering Adventures in Forgotten Realm, is it an accurate depiction of Bruenor Battlehammer from his Dungeons & Dragons presence? Let's get into it. All right, so let me tell you what Bruenor Battlehammer is on the card. So on the card, Bruenor Battlehammer is the following. He is specifically a legendary creature. That is correct. So Bruenor Battlehammer is the friend of Drow Drizzt. I did not know this. I truly did not know this. He was first discovered in the Icewind Dales. So in the Icewind Dale tales, the Tales of the Ice Shards from the R.A. Salvatore books, like the 10 Towns in the first trilogy. So that's where Bruenor Battlehammer comes. And Bruenor Battlehammer is a big buddy with Drizzt. They're besties, right? They're like Gimli and Legolas. Like I've been telling you forever, Dungeons & Dragons is just systematized Tolkien, right? And here you go, right? So there it is. Now, that doesn't take any shine off of Bruenor. Bruenor Battlehammer's pretty cool, right? And he is a dwarf, okay? So basically, on the card, he's a legendary creature. Totally down with that. I love it, okay? He is also a dwarf warrior, okay? That's a little off. He is a dwarf. Love that. Actually, I think it's also a really big deal that they're calling out that Bruenor Battlehammer is a dwarf. I don't know how much longer that race is going to be an actual thing in Dungeons & Dragons. They are going to try. I think, we already see that they really would like to do lineages or heritages, and race has caused a major problem in the game. The reason why I'm hesitant, to get rid of it is dwarves are dwarves, elves are elves, humans are humans. It's a big part of fantasy. It's not a small part. It's a load-bearing wall. I don't know how they're going to take it out, right? But it's a good thing that they're saying Bruenor Battlehammer is a dwarf, right? They could have just left that off. They didn't have to put it in, but they did, and it is part of D&D lore. So I'm happy from that perspective, right? Warrior is wrong. I actually think that fighter would be correct. Okay. Also, fighter. There's no warrior in Dungeons & Dragons, right? Not at a core class level. Okay. I think there might have been in 1 or 2 editions, but we're in 5th edition now, and fighter's right there. I don't understand why they wouldn't have clearly just made him a fighter, right? Because warrior, what's that, like a subclass or something? So that's a misstep. It shouldn't have been warrior. It should have been fighter. Okay. What's next? Let's talk casting cost. How much does Bruenor? You know what? We'll talk. Yeah, let's do casting cost now. Bruenor Battlehammer has a converted casting cost of 4. He is 1 white, 1 red, 2 uncolored. 4 is fantastic. Now we got to bring it up now. He is power and toughness 5/3. 5 is a lot of juice. He hits hard, right? That is very dwarf-like. Dwarfs don't hit like elves. They bring the thunder, okay? And when you are a 5/3, right, he is literally more dangerous from a power toughness perspective than Drizzt. Drizzt is only a 3/3, right? So here they're saying if Bruenor hits you, it's going to hurt a lot worse than if Drizzt hits you with 1 strike. Now, granted, Drizzt has double strike, right? So frankly, Drizzt is still going to hit you for 6, a little more than Bruenor, right? But there you go, right? So Bruenor's 5/3 for 4 mana. Now this is a kicker. 5/3 creature for 4 mana with at least 2 things on the descriptor text. That is very like cool dude with a cane. Like, that is very, very cool. I'm very happy with that. 4 mana means this dude's going to see a lot of play. He comes out fast, and he is a butt kicker. You can finish games with him, okay? So I love that. He is going to be a highly sought-after card, and Bruenor Battlehammer warrants being an awesome sought-after card. I'm down, man. I love it. I really like those numbers, okay? Now, was white-red correct? Well, mountains are red. That makes sense. White, Bruenor Battlehammer, is a good aligned character. That makes sense. So I think the color coordination on him is perfect. No problems. What is his descriptor text? 2 descriptor texts. All of your characters that have equipment get +2/+0. Okay? That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Especially if you got a lot of small dudes, man. That is nice. The only problem, though, is it means you got to put a lot of artifacts into your deck. It is thematic because he's a dwarf. That, and they make a lot of equipment. That's cool. I get it. I like it, but it's not great because if you're not running artifacts in your deck, you're SOL, and that's not cool. That's not fun, right? So I got a little bit of a beef with that. In addition to that, he allows you to equip for 0. So to tell the truth, that is not great. And the reason why is Bruenor Battlehammer is supposed to really be a really cool dude. It is thematic for him, but it treats him like he's a blacksmith. And that's just not the case. Bruenor Battlehammer was a butt kicker, man. He wasn't just sitting around, at some dwarven forge all the time, right? And so I really don't like that. In order to really get the most out of Bruenor Battlehammer, you're going to have to put half your deck's going to have to be artifacts. That's not great. That's not great. I don't really think that's cool. I definitely think it would have been nicer if they had made him so he could be played in decks with 0 artifacts. And frankly, you're not going to be able to do that. You are absolutely not going to be able to run Bruenor Battlehammer without at least 6 to 8 artifacts, right? And that's pretty suck, because that means he's not going to be showing up in a lot of decks, and that's harsh. I don't really like that. So overall, I think everything works until you get to descriptor text. Descriptor text makes them just too limited, and it requires a lot of artifacts in your deck. Not a lot of players are going to go down that road. It's going to significantly cut the number of players who are playing him. I think the ball was dropped with Bruenor Battlehammer. His Magic the Gathering version is way more suck than his actual D&D presence. That's my opinion. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.